What up, what up, what up, Wheatfield? What it do? Welcome back to the Wheatfield, y'all. Welcome to you. If you're new, hey, welcome to the Wheatfield. Welcome to YouTube. I lost my lip gloss. Oh, no, I didn't. It's up here. My name is La T, and I'm a channeled messenger, a spiritual reader. And I message with the big three, the Alpha, the Omega, the infinite intelligence, the word. The principal thing is baked in and it moves on the breath of life. We are animated, yes. Fully animated and resurrected in this day. I have a quick message. I don't know how quick it's going to be. We say it's going to be quick and then it kind of, they going to do what they going to do through me. They going to read it. We had the word spirituality card for a spiritual reader. And these are the energies from the last. We shuffled the table and we were called, given some energy to read so that we are going to bring it. We see life purpose here. And we see science. I see comfort. Something that is down to a science, I feel. There's something unfolding for you. Something that is going to cause you to work with an open mind. Thank you to the Alpha and Omega. What up? Hey, Alpha. Hey, Alpha. I praise you. Thank you for being here. I bless you. What up, what up, Omega? What it do? It do what you tell it to do. That's what they said to me, because we do what they tell us to do. The word do what has been spoken and what has been decreed. It's been called and decreed, and that's what we got to do. Again, science. This pertains to you. Somebody has been, so we were getting the energy of somebody that has had a near-death experience. Yeah. And my eye is being drawn to a book. Do you want us to get it? Give me a brace. 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. However many it takes for us to grab this here book off the shelf, Ashe, and come on back with it. We are feeling this. The secret teachings of the ages. And 2244. As we said that, it's like I feel the energy of somebody who has transitioned to the other side, spiritual realm, and came back, has been brought back. I see 6 of Cups, memories of love, but I was feeling like somebody who has come back and who has been changed. Like this, that experience changed you. Like you were sent back with something to do, a mission. And you are discovering that mission. You are having it revealed onto you. What it is that you are to do and why the Most High God saved you or sent you. I'm feeling this right here. Is this what you want to look at? Okay. It says group of world religions. It's like all of them, all at once. It's like every religion under the sun. It's in this illustration. Just to really get that in there for y'all. He turned forward and sealed the east. He turned backward and sealed the west. He turned to the right and sealed the south. He turned to the left and sealed the north. Note this arrangement of the letters of the great name is according to Reverend Dr. Isidore Kalish. These are the 10 these are the 10 ineffable existences out of nothing, from the spirit of the living God, emanated air, from the air, water, from the water, fire, or the ether, from the fire, the height and depth of the east and the west and the north and the south. In the central triangle are the 3 mother letters, from which come forth the 7 double letters, the planets and the heavens. Surrounding the black star are the signs of the zodiac, symbolized by the 12 simple letters. In the midst of this star is the invisible throne of the most ancient of the ancients, the supreme definitionless creator. The supreme definitionless creator. That which cannot be named, that which cannot be defined, at the center of all things, that which exists outside of time. Sits on the throne. Right here on the throne. I hear opening up that eye. It's 2. 1, 2 eyes. I hear see you. I see organs of the soul makes use for communicating with exterior objects. The soul must acquire greater powers, not only for conception, but also for retention. And therefore, if we wish to obtain still more knowledge, the organs and secret springs of physical life being wonderfully strengthened and invigorated, the soul must acquire new powers for conceiving and retaining, especially if we pray to God for knowledge and confirm our prayers by faith. All obscurity must vanish, of course. That this has not been the case with all possessors was their own fault, as they contented themselves merely with the transmutation of just transmutation. Ooh. The beginning of that is, and darkness will fly from thee. Let's see if I can get that in there. And darkness will fly from thee by the invigorating the organs of the soul, makes use. Let me start that over. And darkness will fly from thee by invigorating the organs of the soul, makes use of for communicating with exterior objects. The soul must acquire greater powers, not only for conception, but also for retention. And therefore, if we wish to obtain still more knowledge, the organs and secret springs of physical life being wonderfully strengthened and invigorated, the soul must acquire new powers for conceiving and retaining, especially if we pray to God for knowledge and confirm our prayers by faith. All obscurity must vanish, of course. And when I see the word conception, I'm thinking, I feel thinking, I feel thoughts, I feel consciousness, I feel pure potentiality, to conceive possibilities, to conceive potential, and the thought of being the thought, but the ability to think and to consciously be aware of thought takes, I feel, skill. And it's almost not like skill, but it's like power, right? To exercise a certain level of power. And we must continue to learn and to gain more power in order to continue to conceive and to conceptualize ourselves, or just reality in general, to bring what we conceive out into the material, to manifest it. And in order to do that, we of course need the knowledge of the Most High God, for we are pixels and pieces of the Most High. But to seek revelation and to have the knowledge brought into our awareness, into the forefront of our mind, to see with our spiritual eye, we must release obscurity. It cannot be obscure. I hear not abstract, but concrete, something very clear, I hear crystallized clarity. It says, this is the strength of all powers. This is a very strong figure to indicate that the LP positively does possess all the powers concealed in nature, not for destruction, but for exaltation and regeneration of matter in the 3 departments of nature. With all this, thou will be able to overcome all things and to transmute all what is fine and what is coarse. It will conquer every subtle thing, of course, as it refixes the most subtle oxygen into its own fiery nature, and with more power, penetration, and virtue in a 10-fold ratio at every multiplication, and each time in a much shorter period. I feel iteration upon iteration, increasing velocity, becoming more efficient with every cycle, until its power becomes incalculable, like you cannot measure it. It cannot be calculated, which multiplied power, magnification, magnified, amplified, multiplied power also penetrates or overcomes every solid thing, such as unconquerable gold and silver, the otherwise unalterable mercury, crystals, and glass fluxes, to which it is able to give natural hardness and fixity, as Philithia, somebody's name, does attest, and is proved by an artificial diamond, in my father's time in possession of blah, 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 blah. But what I get out of this, it says, in each time in a much shorter period, until its power becomes incalculable, which multiplied power also penetrates everything. It overcomes everything. This multiplied, amplified power overcomes everything. And that's what I feel when we talk about, I'm being brought to this card, oneness. And it's bringing me to this card, leap. You go first and the universe will catch you. Whoever I'm speaking to, I don't know if you kind of grasp the concepts that I'm putting down, maybe not quite yet. It probably feels scattered like pieces that you are trying to bring together. But I feel like the Most High God has sent you back for a reason. It is additional learning, I feel, that you must acquire, some sort of knowledge, because whatever mission that you were sent back to accomplish, to achieve, to see through to the ending, I feel is going to have some sort of amplified magnification back onto the Most High itself, to the Alpha and to the Omega. I feel like you will, I'm now getting throat chakra activation, so maybe you will speak of your testimony of being taken up and being brought back and reawakened and having a different type of insight, a spiritual vision. And whatever it is, I feel like it may come together or bring things together, scattered pieces itself. It could not just be a oneness or a one religion. I don't feel religion. I feel spirituality. Something that speaks to the one, the collective as a whole, and how there is something, a greater source that is definitionless, that operates outside of time, that which cannot be named, that which cannot be defined, that which is the source, the origin of all of us, of everything in creation. I hear the grand cosmic mind. Like, it's something that has been, I keep hearing grand cosmic mind, the one mind. But it is not the will of God to conceal anything from those that are his. And therefore, in this last age, before the final judgment comes, all these things shall be manifested to those that are worthy. Though obscurely, lest it be manifested to the unworthy. It says, as he himself, though obscurely, lest it should be manifested to the unworthy, has spoken it in a certain place. It has been spoken in a certain place. There is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hidden that shall not be known. We therefore, being moved by the Spirit of God, the Most High, again, that definitionless, that is, I hear formless, that is ageless, that is timeless, that is nameless, do declare the will of God to the world, which we also have already performed and published in several languages. Yes, it is, I feel the coming together of the whole, the oneness, again, the oneness. And I feel like you are being pushed forward. Something about your intuition, definitely, and the power that has been given within, I think will overcome. I even feel scarcity, like people who feel like they don't have enough, they lack, or they can't, or there's some sort of limitation. And I even say that to anything that has been named, because anything that has been named is defined as that thing. It is categorized as that. That's why when we say the Most High God, I say Alpha Omega, because that's meaning the beginning and the ending, for which everything has come from and gone forward, everything has come out of. It is the eternal. It is that which again is definitionless. We cannot name it. It is greater than the composition of all of its parts, of every spirit, of every piece in existence. It is greater than all things, is word, is breath, all of it. It is greater, it is bigger. And there is nothing that can define or measure that. There is nothing that could name that. We could never comprehend that, to even try and attempt to name it. Therefore, I only say what has been given unto me to say. It is the eternal Lord of all creation, Ashe, unto which all things operate under its will, the law of one. For we are whole and we are complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. We are creation. We are the only begotten. No matter how many, the multitude, the pieces. It's something about eating. I hear the wheat called for good bread. I hear the knowledge, to eat on the knowledge of the Most High God, the Omega, the Alpha. I feel like for all thy days, like to seek it in everywhere, in every place, to see it everywhere. Like for the Most High God is all things, and you can, I feel a spiritual eye. I hear the words possession of, the knowledge of all things. It is built in. One only needs to seek. And I hear diligently, but I feel steadfast. I feel focus and discipline. I hear to breathe, to balance oneself. I hear the word Zen. I see Zen, Z-E-N. Meditation, I feel calming. Calming your heart, calming the spirit space, your mind space, your true mind, so that you can hear. I feel here, the Omega, the Alpha. It's something with tuning this chakra to hear into the depths, the vast. I feel the longness of the beginning. Like the beginning is so far back and so far beyond. I feel like it's disconnected, a blockage. This feels close, like right here. Like it's heightened sensitivity. It's operating, it's churning. And this side is blocked. Like you cannot hear the call. You cannot hear what called you. You cannot hear the beginning of you. It's like we are looking towards the ending, but we have no recollection, or we cannot feel the connection to our beginning. And it's an odd sensation because I feel the eternal loop, but it's like one side is highly prominent and the other side has been diminished, almost like it needs to be nurtured and supported. And I feel like how a mother would comfort a baby, like to soothe it, to give it attention, to almost like burp it, pat it, or bring it back into activation. I definitely feel like the beating, the resonance. Please. Oh, thank you, beloved. To awaken it. To awaken it. Almost like to awaken it. So that it comes into rhythm. Almost like turning the engines back on and allowing it to cycle and to come up into full power. It's almost like I hear and see the sound of like an engine room that has been shut off, like a half of the plant has been turned off for a very long time, and somebody has to go in there like a maintenance or a restoration crew or something like that to flip the lights on and to get things churning and going again. Like the engines going and churning and turning. Increasing the power and the velocity. And I feel like those two energies combining together is going to multiply and magnify each other. This is the strength of all the powers. It's a very strong figure. It says, possess all the powers that are concealed in nature, not for destruction, but exaltation and regeneration, like to generate power. It says, in this manner, the world was created. The arrangements to follow this road are hidden. For this reason, I am called Sharam, Talat, Mishat, Meshasat. Is that how you say Mekasat? Is that right? Mekasat. One in essence, but three in aspect. In this Trinity is hidden the wisdom of the whole world. Yeah, it's like speaking to the Trinity, the Most High God, its word, and the breath. But it's saying it's three in aspect, right? Um, and that's not anything new. It's not. But why do I feel something sensitive, something significant in that? I'm hearing the word and the breath are not God itself, but it is out of it. So that which called it is still commands it. It's out of it. It is not it. It's like you speaking a word, right? So you are the organism, and within your organism is many parts, right? And you say something, you generate air and breath. It is the force for which your voice moves. The words that come out move out into the ether on. And you have spoken these things, but it's you that have spoken and sent that thing on your breath. It is not, those words are of you, but they are not you, is what I'm feeling. And that is how creation itself was made. And I feel like somebody that, is that right? Yes. And I feel like the Most High God has sent a word out. It is something that has been called over your life. It is something, the reason why you are still alive, like why the breath was, I hear, restored onto you. Because there is something that you must do. And I feel that it is something that you are going to speak. And it is going to be something significant in terms of understanding our origin. Revealing what is hidden. Is that right? Is there more? The source says you are the word written. You will write what the Most High God commands for you to write. All things inspired by the definitionless, the eternal Lord of all of creation, 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 creation. It is ended now, what I have said. They said it is ended now, what they have said, 29:10. Is there anything else? No. The secret teachings of all ages, this hand. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Tears and We Tarot Show, where you show enough, never know what you're going to get. This is a specific message onto the one that I have sent. I reclaimed you and I restored you. The breath given back onto you to do as I have commanded you to do. To speak the words I have given you to speak. To write the words. To write the words that the world seeks. The world seeks. They seek peace. They seek rest. They lack understanding. And in their error, they fail to do their best. Many are downtrodden and many feel defeated. Many souls are spiritually depleted. I have called you I have called you to do what we command you to do. For this reason, the breath was given and restored onto you. The work is not yet done until creation hears the call and remembers that it is one. Loving you all like I love the Alpha and Omega, that which created me, that called me to be the infinite intelligence, the word resurrect. It breathes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for using me. I surrender unto your use to deliver the message that's edifying unto self and to the weak that you are speaking to. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ashe. It is done, beloveds.